Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday and Sunday, March 9th and 10th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for these days is I surrender to and nurture my galactic flow. And we have some astro shifts going on. On Saturday we have Mars and Uranus in a square, kind of some clashy energy there. And then we have Mercury shifting signs out of Pisces into Aries. And then Sunday, early in the morning, we have a new moon in Pisces. And that new moon is working with Uranus energy. So really strong Uranus energy, some really strong lazy cat energy working us through these days, which may actually be good because Mars and Uranus can get pretty reactive. So let's start there. We've been having squares between the signs of Aquarius and Taurus for the last few years. We had quite a bit of it when we had Saturn moving through Aquarius, and currently with Mars and Venus finishing up their tenure in Aquarius, and they've been like working these squares. So I've been talking about these quite a bit, and I think it's such an important place that we're at with the energies of Jupiter and Uranus representing Taurus, representing the earth, representing reality, representing the place where we're planting our seeds. And we have Aquarius, which represents the future. It represents the vision. It represents the promise of potential utopia, right? And so here where we're planting our seeds, we're clear this is not utopia, okay? And so there's this clash here. It's like, can we even get there from here? And the universe is like, keep planting your seeds. Sow your seeds of love. Keep planting your seeds of vision. Keep holding the vision. Keep tilling your soil. Keep planting love. Keep bringing that energy around. Honor your values. Learn to figure out what's important to you and hold your vision. So that doesn't sound so bad in the square, but the square, the part is the frustration, especially with Mars, because Mars is always ready to throw some elbows or punches when it comes to feeling the frustrations. And so you may feel frustrations between where you're at and where you want to be, where the world is at and where you want the world to be. And yet your work is here and now, planting those seeds, holding that vision, knowing that it's possible. Excuse you. Talk about Uranus.
Luchi, what are you doing?
So reality versus the vision, okay? And reality right now, it's looking very rough, and yet we cannot forsake the vision. That's part of Pluto moving through Aquarius for the next 20 years. Do not forsake your vision. Empower your vision. This is how I ended up with jazz hands on my screenshot or whatever, my thumbnail the other day. Now it's interesting because beyond Mars connecting to Uranus, we also have the Sun connecting to Uranus, and that's lazy cat. But again, this connection, it's a sextile, it's helpful. And so it's like, go into the lazy, go into the daydream. A lot of times solution, a lot of times prophecy, a lot of times understanding can come through that vision. And so go into that softening place of Pisces to work with these Taurian energies. Now, interestingly, right before the moon goes into its new moon, the moon will also connect with Uranus. Now, with all of this Uranus energy, we do want to be careful. We want to take it slow. We want to stay grounded. Uranus can definitely cause upheaval. It causes change. It can cause accidents if we are not sure-footed and staying grounded. So lower that energy. Today, Joe was like, what is going on with you? Because I was like, because the energies are just so...
That was way off.
They're so wonking up. So just watch for that in all of this energy. On top of this, speaking of wonk energy, on top of this, we have Mercury finishing up in Pisces at that 29th degree. We're going to have Mercury at 29 degrees Pisces through most of Saturday, which is a very psychic degree. It's the degree that represents like all of the degrees of the zodiac. So there's karmic ties. And let me show you what popped up in my cards. Karmic ties, past life energy showing up mentally in these energies. So be aware of that today as well. Mercury into Aries can also increase the wonk. When a planet changes signs, it increases the wonk, but especially Mercury. Mercury always loves to bring out confetti of Mercury mischief. So watch for that. Mercury in Aries will be helpful as we move into these eclipses coming in. An eclipse in Aries on April 8th. Very powerful eclipse in Aries. So start paying attention to your I ams, your mental I ams. Whether your I ams are, this is when I say a lot, I am tired, or I am on my path of wellness. I am recognizing the universe in myself. Start paying attention to your I ams and see if your I ams are helping to align you and open you, or if they're keeping you stuck. That's going to be part of Mercury in Aries. Let's look at this new moon really fast. I haven't gone as long as I thought I have. We're good still. We have the new moon, like I said, on Sunday at 1 a.m. Pacific time. It's at 20 degrees, so it is working with Uranus. Like I said, Uranus is hanging out at, is it 19 degrees? Where is my Uranus? Yeah, 19 degrees. It's finishing up 19 degrees right now. But interestingly enough, also playing into this is Lilith. Lilith is hanging out at 20 degrees Virgo, kind of pulling on this new moon, giving us this polarity. Actually, so again, I don't talk about this much. Many astrologers don't talk about this much, but when we have the sun in one sign, like Pisces, that we currently do, the Earth is actually in Virgo. So Lilith and the Earth are hanging out together, and Lilith is very feisty. Lilith is a reminder to be one unto ourselves, and I think that that's part of the point of this Pisces new moon. Any new moon, we can plant seeds, we can sow seeds of love, but this is a reminder. Sow seeds of your soul self. Hold vision of your soul self. Hold vision of you showing up aligned, body, mind, spirit, soul, heart. How does that feel? How powerful does that feel? We had a beautiful Rumi card yesterday, like the red woman, the red passion woman or something like that. That to me is the feeling of body, mind, spirit, soul, heart, all aligned. And I think that's part of Pisces. It's clearing out the conditioning that we've been stuck in. It's clearing out the past life cords that keep us from the intensity of moving as one in and of ourselves, in and through the universe. Moving as one means in aligned connection as well with the rest of the world, universe, galaxy around us. So there is obviously a lot of intensity, and I think that this is part of this new moon. Of course, being that it is Pisces, this is a beautiful time to daydream, make a wish. I think all the lazy cat energy is meant to kind of like tap us out so that we are daydreaming. So we allow in the fantasy and the magic, remembering it is possible. It's possible, and in a crazy wild universe like this, it's even probable at times. So keep that in mind with this new moon energy. The moon is also going to connect with Neptune during the day. Again, bringing in that energy of fantasy. Let the fantasy be your own and not the stories that are being whipped around by others. Let you tell your stories today. Other days you can tap into other people's stories, but you look at your stories today. The moon is going to move into Aries later in the evening on Sunday and connect with Mercury. So again, watch the mental vibes, because between Uranus and Mercury, it's going to be spiking. I showed you some of my cards. I didn't show you the ripeness, which the universe is always like, you're ready, just trust me, just be in the flow. And the experiencing card, which is like, hey, here's some lessons, but you're growing from it. Let us read this Rumi card, because it is divine and perfect for this new moon energy. I surge on the uprising wave of love. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. Okay. I want to always read more than I should. Don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there waiting for you, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric and the heavens, with a sacred feast of earthly bounty just now being unpacked in your honor. I have to interrupt this, because the Sabian symbol for this new moon, for Pisces 20, is a table set for an evening meal. So I didn't realize that this said this in here. So we are being fed cosmically. All right. The divine is waiting there, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens, with a sacred feast of earthly bounty just now being unpacked in your honor. Get yourself into the ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now, sweet beloved. Surf's up. This oracle comes with a message for you. There are changes happening. Hello, Uranus. And they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. This is also part of eclipse season. Eclipse season definitely brings shift. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught up in a wave and moved farther and faster. Let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright this lifetime. Let's do the sacred honoring ritual, because those are always helpful. Placing your hands on your heart, say the following: the grace of life touches my heart, and I am courageous. I surge, I rise, I meet the divine beloved in every twist and turn. I journey home on the wave of love, and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved, guiding me now through love, mercy, and grace. So be it. Close your eyes. Focus on your heart. Sow the seeds of love. If you wish, you may like to intend to connect to a feeling of love for your heart, wise guide that it is. And when you feel you are done, you have completed your honoring ritual. So, that is it for today. You can book a reading. Eclipse readings available. If you've messaged me and I haven't gotten back to you, you can always send another message. Sometimes it all gets mixed up in the minutia. You can always reach out for another kind of reading if you would like. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.